the gun truck coming from over there. Go that way. Go that way.
At this point, they're still trying to figure out where the rounds are coming from.
That was newly released body camera footage of Las Vegas police arriving while gunman domestic terrorist Stephen Paddock was in the midst of firing on a crowd of 22,000 concert-goers from the 32nd floor of the Mandalay Bay Hotel and Casino. His shooting spree left 58 dead and wounded 527. You still got a dozen folks who are still in critical condition. Investigators are still trying to figure out what motivated the retired 64-year-old gunman with no known criminal record to carry out his attack and then turn the gun on himself when a SWAT team arrived.
This individual was premeditated, obviously premeditated. The fact that he had the type of weaponry and amount of weaponry in that room, it was pre-planned extensively, and I'm pretty sure he evaluated everything that he did in his actions, which is troublesome.
All right, here's the latest. Paddock's killing spree lasted between 9 to 11 minutes. At least one of the rifles he used was outfitted with a bump stock, a device that turns a rifle into a weapon that fires hundreds of rounds a minute. Paddock set up cameras inside his hotel suite and in the hallway, which police believe allowed him to keep watch for people approaching his room. Last week, he wired $100,000 to his girlfriend's home country, the Philippines, where she was visiting her family. Speaking of her, last night, she turned herself in. She flew back into the country from the Philippines, was met at the airport by FBI agents who had escorted her off in a wheelchair. We also know about the latest incident in terms of Donald Trump will be visiting Las Vegas today to meet with victims there as well. And again, we'll have more details in terms of this particular case and what happens next. We also want to shout out, though, a young man, a brother, who many say is responsible for saving 30 lives that night. It was a young African-American who was actually at the concert. Some 22,000 people were there. This is a photo of him, please. Let's pull the tweet up. Jonathan Smith, 30 years old, saved 30 people last night before he was shot in the neck. He might live with a bullet for the rest of his life, and so he is one of the heroes of the what took place in Las Vegas. Folks are giving credit to police there, a lot of off-duty cops as well, and we certainly want to show our appreciation for Jonathan Smith. As I said, Trump will be meeting with victims today as well. No word if there's going to be a public event there in Las Vegas. We believe everything there is going to be private.
Weekdays on TV One.
I will never lie to you.
Oh my God.
Roland Martin.
He doesn't want to talk to us. He wants to ignore us.
Uncensored.
Hell no. That ain't gonna cut it, boo.
Unapologetic.
No, that is fundamentally false. You are wrong.
Unfiltered.
He wants an America where we all look alike. He ain't talking about black people.
Unrelenting.
You better go work out, because you got a fight on your hands.
NewsOne Now with Roland Martin. Weekdays at 7 a.m. on TV One.